Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So back at the plot today. It's very windy at the moment, so today's definitely going to be just a digging day. Nothing that requires any going up step ladders or anything like that. So I've also changed my jacket because it is absolutely freezing, and I'm convinced it's going to rain at any moment. So the ground's very wet, but I'm going to try and use it to my advantage, and I'm going to do the next set of like edging and just keep going round and just doing as much as I possibly can. I did as well buy another rose. I was in B&Q, they had a 20% off outdoor plants. I couldn't help myself. I also picked up some lavender as well for the little section that I said that's going to go next to the onions and the garlic. So I picked up just like a set of 6, and we can hopefully start building from there and get some flowers in as well. So we'll see how far we go around, but I just want to keep going with the edging at the moment and see how far we get, because that'd be really good if I can get that all done before I go away. And I also want to try and get a couple of bits in the ground for things like my beetroot. I want to get that in. I've also got a couple more of the onions and garlics that was spare, so I need to get those in, and I need to get in the asparagus and the sprouting broccoli as well, because otherwise they're going to die if I don't get them in soon. But yeah, so today is just a bit of a kind of cracking on with the things that we were going to do before. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get of outside because it is so windy. I don't know if my what's it called will hold up, my tripod will hold up, but I'll try and get as much as I can really, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so just in case you didn't see it, hopefully you can hear me okay, just in case you didn't see it last time, so this is what I managed to get done, this edge in here, and I just want to try and do the same again for here and here, try and get that done as well today, because that, I think it just makes such a difference. When I pulled up today, you can kind of see it, and I just feel like it makes such a nice difference. And then these are also the lavender bits that I got from B&Q. So these are the hider coats. Is it hide coat? Hid coat? I'm not quite sure, but yes, I just want to create this little bit here next to the onion and garlic just as you come in, just because there's quite a bit of room and it's quite high up, like more high up here. You can kind of see where it goes down, but I thought it'd be quite nice to have like a little like flower bit there. Okay, so that's kind of section 1 done, which it just looks so much nicer, I just think. This part here, I think I'm just going to put a bit of cardboard down and a bit of compost over it because I don't need it straight away, whereas that bit I needed it straight away really, so I kind of needed to dig it. If I had been a bit more prepared, what I probably would have done is done it all and then put more cardboard down, but I've just run out of time. I've just run out of time for the season, so what I've had to do is just pick it up and turn it over. But yeah, it's come out quite well actually. I'm quite pleased. I just need to do this little bit here as well, but I need to get the big spade for that. But yeah, pleased with that. Okay, so I just quickly went round with the shears just along this edge because I didn't want to do it with the what's it called, strimmer, because I was a bit worried about going too close for the onions and garlics and things. So I've done that. What I'm thinking about doing is I think I may just put some cardboard down on this bit just because there is so much grass to dig up. I can dig it and then just turn it like I've done, like on this corner there was loads on this end, so like I say, preferably I would have preferred to put some just cardboard down, but I'm just running out of time for that. So however, because this is all going to just be flowers, I might be alright with just like putting holes in the cardboard, just because there is so much grass. It's going to take me forever to dig that over, and it's just going to be a lot of strain. So yeah, I think that might be a bit better. I have got cardboard as well if needed, so it's not too much of an issue. However, I do really need to focus on the rose situation because I really need to get them in the ground, and what I need to do something with this archway really, because it's just annoying me now as well, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to have a little play around and just see like a few of the configurations. Okay, so I did think about the archway and I was going to put it in here, but I do use it for my pumpkins and I love it for my pumpkins. So what I thought about doing is I've put it in here next to the garlic and the onions, because I don't actually need to get to this point now until the pumpkins are ready, or these can come out and the pumpkins can go in. So I thought, well, I don't need to get to there, that's fine. I can still get to here with this, and then I can find something to go in there, but at least it's kind of out of the way and I can actually use the rest of the floor space, which is perfect. So I'm thinking with the roses, what I'll do is I'm just going to do a line of them here and then maybe like another line down here, just enough for me to be able to either get to it from this side and then this side, or have a walkway down the middle. And then I think this will I'll just let this grow out into grass again. And then with this, what I'm thinking about doing is actually putting it into the fruit cage, into the corner, and putting the raspberry in the ground, just to give it a bit more room to grow really, and it can kind of have a bit more space, and it will probably go into more of a bush and go upwards, so I can just stick something in there to support it that way. But I just think like it will work a bit better. It just makes more sense, because then if I need something for the Christmas patch, I've got enough time to make something. I mean, okay, now that it's in there, it just doesn't make sense. I will still put it in the ground, but just doesn't make sense to have that in there. It's just going to take up so much room that it's just pointless. So I need to figure out something else to do with that, but that's fine, not too bothered. I can try and move it around somewhere else. I can always put it on here just for now, just until I've got somewhere to put it. But these little empty pots here, they had stuff in them and they died, but I've got this one, and this really needs to go into a pot, so I'm just going to pop it in here for now, I think, just so it's got some sort of room for the roots to grow out of, so that'll be better. And then I can get all of this cut down as well then. Okay, so what I've just done is taken everything away from the front just to see exactly what I've got. So I've kind of put all like the raspberries together. I think this is a raspberry, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just need to kind of see if it's even alive still. I've got my blueberries, I think these are gooseberries, and then all my blackberries along here, so obviously don't need any more blackberries. And then I just need to split these strawberries up as well. I've actually moved this out because number one, it was taking up too much room, but as it's a built enclosure already, what I am thinking about doing is, because I've got the blue hoops behind here, actually making this into a hoop bed, or just be able to kind of put hoops over it and kind of like screw them in. I think it'll be really good, and I can have it here, and even if it's just to start like seedlings and things off just under cover for now, I feel like we'll be quite good. So okay, we're getting somewhere now. It's all looking really, really good. I'm really pleased. So I just put some cardboard down. I probably need to just secure the edges a bit more, maybe stick another layer, and then what I'll do is I'll give it a water. I've just pulled the heather down as well, just because that's where this is kind of all gonna go and things. So yeah, I am gonna try and tackle some of this. So I did actually put down cardboard in here and wood chips on top, and as you can tell, the minute the polytunnel went up, it almost just created the perfect environment for bindweed, unfortunately, and it is just coming through absolutely everywhere. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I think the best thing to do though for this year, like, it does come out quite easily, which makes me think that like the roots aren't actually that sturdy, or they're quite new roots. But like this part with the grass, and I do need to get this fixed, so I'm just going to get a piece of wood, I think, and just for now just kind of attach it across the front and then attach it like either side, and hopefully that will just keep it a little bit more secure. And then what I'll do is I think I will put all of the tomatoes into, or anything in here, into pots. I think even if I can just get half of this done before we go away, at least I can bring the majority of the tomatoes in. Stay in my hands. Yeah, hopefully I can just bring in the majority of the tomatoes before we go away, and then someone will just be able to water them for me. They've offered to, so I'm not assuming they have said that they will. So yeah, I'm just hoping even if I can get half of it done, be a bit better. And then if I can get a whole day down here before I go, we should be in a really good place that when we come back, I'll be ready to just like carry on as we left off really, and it won't be too much of a battle when I get back, because it will kind of be like towards the end of April by that time. So yeah, we'll see, but let's try and get as much done as we can now. Well, that came out so much easier than I thought it would. So it's already made such a difference just getting rid of that. You can just kind of see how much space there is. So I think I am going to do pots in here, just because there are some bits that are like, they look like they're by me, but they're not. They're more of like, they've got like a proper root to them. So, and like at the back here, you can kind of see their brambles. So I think it's just best that we just do them in big pots, and then they'll be all right then. And if anything happens, I can just kind of move them out. Or move them around if needed, but you can kind of probably hear the wind. But what I'll do is I think I'll put down just some wood chip. I might put, because I'm going to do them in pots, I may put down another layer of cardboard because I've got it, and then the wood chip. And then next year when we go to get the polytunnel, like a new one, it'll kind of be in a better position and ready to go. Kind of just start using this year to prep it for next year as well. So just before I go, where I've put the archway in, I'm just going to pop in some beetroot and some of the bull tardy beetroot as well. I may do some carrots. I'm not quite sure yet whether to do them in this bit or in another location, but I'm definitely going to get some of the beetroot in, and it should be okay because it did really well here last year. I'm just trying to get out the last little bits of weeds. I've got to be really careful now because I've noticed today that the red ants are starting to come out in full force, and I've obviously over in this corner disturbed them, so I've set them all off as well, which is probably not great. Okay, so I've just given all the cardboards a good watering, and we've got in the beetroot here. I'm going to save this section and do another lot in maybe 2 weeks when we get home. And I've just given that a water as well. It is meant to rain tonight, and the ground is quite wet anyway because it's been raining quite a bit the last week, but I just like to do just a little bit extra just in case, just for the seeds to kind of like hold it when they go straight in. So yeah, it's all getting there. So I've just given this one a water, and then what I'll do is now I think I'm going to go pick up another bag of compost, and also some wood chip, because when I put these in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cardboard down, cut a hole in it, put the roses in, and then I put wood chip down as well. So I think that'll be a lot better than trying to keep it kind of just the soil, and I'll be able to walk on this bit a little bit better as well then. But that is it for today, guys. I'm going to run and grab some wood chip and some compost now. Really pleased I come down, actually. It's made such a difference. Do you know what, just edging off those patches of like the beds and things has made such a difference. I'm so pleased, and I'm really pleased sorted out a bit of the fruit cage as well today. So even though I haven't fully built it, I know exactly what I've got as well now. So yeah, I'm gonna go and grab those bags, and then next time in a day or two I can come down and I can get the roses done as well then. And I feel like I'm in a really good place kind of when we go off. It's just in a really good place where I can come back and just carry on as if we never left. So yeah, it should be really good. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely week. Take care, guys. Bye.